All right, the next step in making the stool is once you have your top rails cut with your 7-degree angles on each end, and they're opposing, I hope, we're going to mark out again with the marking gauge. Now we're going to drill a hole, 5/16 hole, in the center of each of the ends. And those are going to receive the dowel that's going to go into the leg. So that's going to help make our dowel joint. All right, so again, the easiest way to find the exact center of something like this is by using that marking gauge, right? Set it, adjust your marking gauge so that it's about in the center. Give yourself a little mark from both sides, and then as well from either edge as well. All right, and that's going to give you like a little tic-tac-toe crosshatch kind of thing probably, and then right in the center that is where you want to drill your hole. So drilling something like that on the end, especially like perfectly straight up and down, can be kind of a tricky thing to do, right? So again, we're going to use a special fixture that's designed to hold this thing perfectly and hold it right straight up and down. We're going to use this on the drill press. This is actually another fixture for something else that I had kicking around the shop, and I just sort of adapted it to what we're going to use for this. It can even stay pretty much set up on this small drill press because we don't use it for a lot else. So this is how we're going to clamp this thing in. So if you just want to zoom in a little there, Chase, we'll show you how this works. So I've cut a little block that has a 7-degree angle here that matches the same angle on your rail. Okay, so this is going to go in here. It's going to sit tight against the fence at the back and tight against the bottom on this little block that I've positioned in here. Then we're going to take a parallel jaw clamp, making sure that the jaws are parallel, as the name suggests. And we're just going to clamp this to the jig. Right, we're just going to clamp it against the face of the jig there. The jig can pretty much stay clamped in place. Once we snug that in place, I'm just going to double check to make sure that the rail is indeed tight up against the back fence and the bottom. And I've already got this jig set up so that I know my drill bit's coming right down in the dead center where the hole needs to be. But if it's not, you can just loosen this clamp off and move this jig wherever it needs to be. Clamp the jig to the table with one clamp, and you're good to go. Okay, so now our piece is set up in the jig. Everything's tight and ready. Super safe, super accurate. This old drill press doesn't have a working depth stop. All right, we want to drill the hole 3/4 of an inch deep. In this case, we're just going to take a little piece of tape. We've measured 3/4 of an inch from the bottom of the drill bit up to the bottom of that tape. Just put a little bit of tape there, and that's going to be it. It's not critical that it's, you know, like we want the hole about 3/4 of an inch deep. It's, you know, give or take a 30-second or something's not a big deal. Okay, so there we go. Safety glasses on. Obviously long hair tied back, no sleeves, things like that. Drill press on. Right down to the tape. Back up, and that's it. Okay, now we can wait till the drill bit stops. Just loosen the clamp off. Tap that out and set it up again on the other side for our hole on the other end. And then do that on all 4 of your rails and you're good to go. Right? That's it.